Last minute market prep night. What can go wrong? You know? So we are here for a live. We're waiting for Haley at the moment. She is joining us. We're gonna finish all the things, hopefully, because I have a market tomorrow and I have to leave at 6 a.m., which is 9 hours from now. And I have to sleep. Let's see what we can do. Find our channel. Definitely don't need sound. Gonna do live chat. Gonna share, copy Discord. Alyssa! Share. Share. I want to say Haley, but I don't see her. Okay, I can hear you. Hang on. Now I can see you. Okay, great. Hello.
Hi. Just
How you
slowly.
feeling?
Oh, I'm good. I just gotta
Okay.
get everything together.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I haven't set anything up yet.
Yeah, I've actually had a really good day. Like, I haven't had anything bothering me. So now
Good.
it's just trying to find everything.
Uh-huh.
Just making sure I have everything within reach.
Yes. Oh. Gosh. Type correctly, please. We will start a goal while we get started here. And Alyssa says, I'm gathering everything into bags and buckets before finishing the last of my inventory. We'll have a final total soon. Woo-hoo. And she says, hey, Mama Haley.
Hi. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little dysfunctional right now. I'm looking for my scrunchie, and I don't know where it went.
You are fine. Go ahead and...
Because I want the hair off my head.
Well, that's true. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, let me... Yes, okay. YouTube Studio is so weird sometimes.
Yep.
And just want to make sure that you are properly saved or tagged. Eva, hello.
Hello, Eva.
All right. We got that on there. We are good. So, and a current update for my inventory. Granted, not every bit of that is finished and ready to sell, but everything that is crocheted, and like stitch markers and wearables and everything, I have 10.1K in inventory. For plushies alone, I have very close to 6,900. And I'm very close to 400 plushies. So, I still have a little list beside, like, of things that I still need to work through. Um, Adult
Yeah.
children. I mean, I guess I was talking today that I am over 30 now. I have to remember eventually that I am in charge of my own health. I need to schedule my own doctor's appointments. I can't wait around for mom to do it. She's not going to do it anymore.
And I can't do it for you because I looked
No.
forward.
Yeah. Listen, if you get to the point that you start scheduling doctor's appointments and stuff for me, I'm going to have to start paying you or something. At that point, it becomes a paid position.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm almost there. I think that's the only thing I'm not helping you do.
You're helping my head stay attached to my shoulders.
Alright. So I have went through. Ooh, don't fall.
Yarn down.
And got like all of like my Hobie, the honey bunny that I have. I did grab this once again a Sweet Snow of Light because it was calling my name over there, and I don't know why, but it was calling my name. But I have all of this, and I'm gonna just start making some little of the smaller things with it to put in my $10 bin.
That's right. Good deal.
I have this
Um,
like I just want to get rid of it because it's just sitting
yeah.
everywhere. And the person that's speaking the language, hello, hi.
Yeah, well, so for whatever reason, I want to say that that could be Arabic, something like that, but their names show up on the right side of their text. So that's their name.
I know.
Yeah. So, like, I have no idea how to pronounce it. I don't know what it means. Hello. But hi. Yes. Nova Jenkins. Hello. Hi. How are ya? Okay. Get all the things out. Okay. I hate how the phone autocorrects things. Like, it tries to auto translate. Thank you. That was nice. Um, but I can see on the computer that they said hi, with multiple eyes on it. But my
Mm-hmm.
phone says that it shows some uh maybe Chinese, Japanese, whatever character and the letter A beside it. Don't know what that means. And then it says this. I'm like, huh? And I look and it says hi. Okay. Oh, ow! I smacked myself in the face.
Ow.
Right? Today at the coffee shop, I was able to stuff and put eyes in mallards, but they need beaks still, so they're not done.
We don't give shout outs. I'm sorry, David. Davis.
Yep. And I also stuffed and put eyes in these frog hat chicks, so they need beaks also.
Nice. Um, guess who followed me on Instagram? Is a good thing.
See, my mind always goes to a bad thing, and I'm like, oh, Haley, what are you starting right now?
Not starting anything. Hopefully, it doesn't start anything.
Right, right? No,
But the
I don't.
the cozy stitch followed me on Instagram.
That's fun.
Yeah, I was so excited to see that. So I'm very excited.
I have one in this bright yellow. I don't
Its
like
feet
it.
Its feet ended off a little off where the eyes did. I can't tell which one.
I think this one.
Okay. Because I was like, that looks lined up, but something was off.
I kind of fixed it, I think.
It's a little bit better.
That's all right. They're all a little bit different.
Yeah,
But
I like the color. I get what you mean. I like the color yellow too.
yeah. But I had ran out of banana and I had the, what is it, lemon? So I just
Mm-hmm.
decided to make a couple in that. Um, and then I just decided I have a skein of that, what is it, buttercup?
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine, maybe? Whatever it is of Bernat. So
Yeah.
I just use that. Because these are slightly different as well. But I don't know if you can
Yeah.
even tell.
Slightly.
Okay. So those are things that all I have to do is put embroidered pieces on them and they're done.
Well,
And
that's a
then,
good place to start.
well, and I also have the jellyfish that have eyes in them. So all I have to do with these is stuff them, sew them shut, and they're done. So I'll put those as next in queue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and stingrays, same thing. I had those. I got eyes in those. So need to stuff and sew them, and they'll be done.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of this has a little bit more than put that back there. But right now, this is my bag of new inventory that's all done and ready to sell.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to give Caroline her bag back. If she's watching or watches the replay, remind me and I'll give it back on Thursday. Hey, Jay, what's up? So I need this gold and this orange for me. Oh. I have some of this down here is the question.
I know I want to do a couple of. Oh, where did it go? Well, there it goes. My thing is not going to focus. There it is.
The
The
teeny
baby
tiny
icon.
tiny. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I'm going to do at least a couple of blues because I have like 3 different blues here.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm going to do that. And then we'll see where I go from there.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, I suppose I need my scissors.
Yep.
Careful, I'm
Where
gonna trip and fall.
are girlies tonight?
They must not have seen my tag or something. Marco. So I keep wanting to stop everything and go and tackle that room to start moving stuff around. And I have to remind myself that that's not the most important thing right this minute. Finishing things to sell to make money is. Um, and even if I were to get my entire that room cleaned and move this stuff over there, I won't even be here this weekend to enjoy it.
Yep.
It's like just hold your horses. And if I wait
Uh-huh.
until Monday, Chris will be off of work, so I can get it cleaned and then he can help me move everything.
Yes. Hey, Joshy. Hello,
Hello.
Paige. I think that's what that said.
Thank you, Josh. Hello, Paige baby. I'm new but a girly, so Polo. Welcome in. Joshy, thank you so much. Ugh. I very much appreciate that. My YouTube has informed me that I have met the threshold. Am I gonna hit your goal? I don't know, are you? My goal is 5 super chats tonight. But YouTube did inform me this morning, earlier, whenever it was, um that I have officially met the payout threshold. So I should be getting a payday in a couple weeks. Few weeks,
Nice.
depending on how long it takes. I'm appreciative. I am. It's a necessary thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got I got yarn to buy. I got gas to buy. This gas is stupid right now. Holy moly.
That it
I
is.
honestly I don't know if I've ever paid more than $4 in gas. Ever.
Mm.
Like anywhere. Thank you, Jay. That's so sweet. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you for whoever's throwing all the hearts up. Oh, okay. This was kind of funny. When we were on the other night, or I guess when I was on the other night, right? I don't know. Either way,
Mm-hmm.
um, it the thing YouTube popped up and it says you have gems to use. Would you like to use them in the chat? Like in my own chat? Like what? So that's fun. Um, right, right. Were we on here last Friday too?
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't think I was. No, because that was the night. I wasn't feeling as good.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
because I went to the doctor that day.
Is this the same color? No. Ugh. Uh, I'm not fixing it. Nope.
You
I just
whoops.
need to be more selective. Okay. Uh, I know this is a good live night for sure, I guess. But Jay says my thumbs are fast. Alyssa says, guess who has a swollen foot, smashed her big toe on a chair, and is limping to no end with her good foot now, right before a market. Ugh. Dude. What's up? My hair is pooping.
It is green.
Why is this always my life? Honestly. Every time I'm on live or I'm recording, every time I have a camera on.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. Maybe a little, but
Hi. Hi, Archer.
Alyssa says you did an after midnight live that I was watching till 3 a.m. Yes. Yes, Angel, no panicking. Also, hi.
Hello.
Yes, Alyssa. I need a room soon with a locked door. Now my bedroom does lock. The other room doesn't have a door at all. So Alyssa says I still have 45 items to sew shut.
Mm.
I was looking at that, not at you. Let's see, 5, 10. Hang on. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I think I also have 45 items still to sew shut. Yes, Alyssa.
Where's my bicep?
Dude, now is not the time to be messing with your bicep.
Okay.
Bye. I want to sew my beaks on these chicks, and then evidently I have to go take care of the dog for a few minutes. So, hey DJ, what's up?
Hello.
Name is DJ.
Um,
Anybody you know?
is that your boyfriend in high school?
No. What? I think you were confusing because I have never dated a DJ. Well, I have dated a DJ as in disc jockey, but I have not dated somebody named DJ. But I think the high school boyfriend that you're talking about is RJ.
Did you really like it?
Mhm.
Did you just not really like him?
We were better as friends.
Why?
I just wasn't into him like that, I guess. Huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were part of a big friend group.
Mm.
I was friends with all the guys. Not all of them. My friend group was a group of guys.
Mm.
There was RJ, Evan, Kevin, Tyler, Cody, Joe, Charles.
That's funny.
Why?
Because Cody.
What about Cody?
Because Cody is his name was the same name as Cody. You know what Cody is.
No, we don't. What Cody do you mean?
It is Cody.
Oh, I was like, I'm confused. Well, it wasn't Haley's Cody. I can tell you
I
that.
know, but to me it was just funny that, oh, Mom, look at how many hearts they're giving.
I know. They're so nice.
Yeah, they are.
All right, all of my little frog hat chickies are done.
Or
So yay for that. Hi,
I can hold the
Andrea.
last one.
Check it out. Yeah. But yep, I was friends with all kinds of guys. Now I thought you were saying that's funny about Charles. Like, what's funny about Charles?
I don't know anyone named Charles.
Okay. Let's see. Jay says my thumb hurts. Angel's doing a test pattern. DJ says been trying to find something to watch, have all kinds of streaming apps and still can't decide on anything. So you're watching us instead? Yay. Angel says gotta love boys, coming soon to you, Haley. DJ says love when kids say why, lol. But why? Oh, okay. But why? LOL. For real. Um Jason says you're imaginary boys. I mean, okay. Like, I don't know what you're trying to imply there. Are you saying my friends were imaginary?
It is me.
Her name is Andrea. She's saying it's me. Album says, how's the knitting going? Honestly, the stuff looks nice. Thank you. It's crochet, but thank you. Yes. Hi, Andrea. Justin says, hello, it's me. It's my first time here. So hope you're doing good. And what's your channel about? It's a crochet channel. We sit here and we crochet together and we chat about anything and everything. Like right now, I have a market tomorrow. So I'm finishing up items. Like this is a mallard duck. It needs a beak. So that's my next little thing there. But I have to go take care of the dog for a minute. So I guess I should do that. But I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Enjoy my terrible background. Here, I'll turn my chair so you don't have to see all of it. There you go.
Alright, I am making an axolotl. I'm using a free pattern on Instagram. Trying to scrap bust. Hi Lisa, sorry. You're good. I didn't realize you actually had popped in. Oh goodness. I know, uh, Alyssa is working on whips. Lisa, Angel, what are y'all working on? Are y'all working on whips as well? You're making a Wednesday doll. Nice. Well, Madeline Mako is coming out with a new pattern, and that's the pattern I can't wait. Because it brings back things from when I was growing up, and I'm really excited. Yeah, it's one of the Monster High dolls she's coming out with. And well, excuse me. And I'm very curious. Thank you for the blush shoes.
Okay, I'm back.
She's back. Oh, did you see the new pattern Madeline Makeo's coming out with?
No.
One of the Monster High dolls.
Oh, yes, I did. I did see
That
that.
that is what I want. That is the next pattern that I want. I
Do you
want
watch
that one.
it?
I did like that was something like that came up like right as like when Hannah Montana, High School Musical, like it was like right behind them.
Okay.
And so like I still had everything. So like I collected a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
I did give most of those away, but I do I do like that doll pattern.
Honestly, I'm surprised that um you can suggest a song all you want, but we're not singing. I hope that's not what you're trying to suggest. But um I'm surprised that her and others are still working on designing new patterns that are characters right now, given the whole like AI hit from the copyright stuff. Like honestly, it's no different than it's ever been. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
people that we know in a sense are being taken down by it. And yeah, it just I'm surprised. It's a cute pattern though. All right, I want to read up in the chat a little bit. I see Justin said, "Nice, ma'am. Great creative work. Thank you." Andrea asked, "What are you making?" Did you see that?
I said I was making an axolotl right after you left.
Okay. I'm just finishing things, so I'm gonna sew a beak on a duck.
It's probably gonna be a whole bunch of different things because I'm not crazy about.
I did not like that pattern either.
But that's okay. I made something.
That's true. It's something. Hey Lisa.
Mhm.
Yes, Angel, we are all panicking getting stuff done for markets. Oh, bye, Andrea. Didn't realize she left. Lisa's making a Wednesday doll. Is it the
Mhm.
Madeline Mako one? Is that what we were talking about? Um, if so, I made that pattern and I liked it.
Oh, I don't know if she's making that one, but I read that comment, which led to me saying, "Did y'all see that she was releasing a new one?"
Yes. Okay. I like her doll patterns and stuff. Um, let's see. Apparently you sneezed.
I did.
Lisa's buying a lot of patterns lately. Angel's banned from buying patterns. DJ, what I'm drinking is a peanut butter banana latte with an extra shot of espresso. Oh, I need to charge my phone.
And mine's plugged in.
I finally got all of my Amazon things returned today.
Mm-hmm.
And so they issued me all of that refund money back, but I don't need to rebuy any of those things. So
Mm-hmm.
I took those things and I bought the battery pack thing that you have.
You're
So
gonna
now
love it.
I love yours, so I'm sure that I will.
And
Um,
like it's even got like this big old light on it too.
mhm.
It's gonna be so nice. Like
Yeah, like, and that's, I have like a little battery converter that I take with me that's from the Ryobi brand. Um, because you can just take extra batteries and change them out if you need to. But I, oh crap. At some point, like there's USB ports that you can plug your cord directly in, and then there's also one at like wall plug. So it's just small. But at some point when I was, no, this is not a FaceTime between mom and daughter. I don't know who you think is who, but Haley here is younger than I am.
but not
And
by much.
it doesn't matter. You're still younger than me.
Well,
Like,
what I'm saying is you can't be my mother. Is my
oh,
statement to.
yes, my brain was going too fast for that. Yes. Yes. Neither Haley could not be my mother. Uh she would be negative years old in order to be pregnant with me. Um and I was definitely too young to be a mom. But uh I'm excited to have the thing because I at some point must have broke the USB port on it. So like there were two
Mm-hmm.
USBs right on top of each other and the separator in between them broke out. So that's annoying. Um but it was free. I bought a fan and that thing came with it for free.
Yeah,
Thank you, Lisa.
I've had this thing for 2 years, and if I didn't, one thing I will say is do not leave your cord wrapped around it. Take your cord out
Okay. I
because
typically would.
I have messed up my ports doing that.
Mhm.
So I will have to get me another one eventually. One that
Well,
I can take back and forth to work, and then one where I can just leave it at the house.
My hair must have been like settling. Yeah, and they the one that I got, and it's the same as yours, but I also got the protection plan for it for Amazon. So, but
Yeah.
thank you, Lisa. You're right. We don't play music on lives. Hey, Nifty. Like Lisa said, like the live and subscribe to both me and Haley, please. Definitely like the live because I see there's 12 of you here and only 8 likes. So, Nova says, "What's good? What's going on in the live? We're crocheting and finishing whips." Lisa's Wednesday is a Madeline Mako pattern. Hazel wants one for her birthday. Alyssa, are you going to sleep tonight? Eventually. Jonathan says, "I see power crochet and I clicked." Yes, love that. Angel says, "Yes, I'm going to bed in a few hours. I need my beauty sleep." I'll sleep at some point. Yes, Angel. Between besties. Best friends.
Yep.
Nova says, "I got it." DJ says, "Time travelers." Alyssa says, "Total of $7,251 in inventory." Yay, Alyssa! Lisa says sleep is not allowed. You never know. I've done that before. Well, I did. I think I slept for 45 minutes. I took the shortest nap. And that was a terrible day. Do not recommend. Tick says, "I drink Molly. I can't sleep."
All right.
I don't know. I mean, my mind is instantly going to a certain kind of Molly, but it's not my understanding that it's drinkable. So, I don't know. Flippy, you're gross. Lisa says, "LOL, I did that for my Memorial Day show last year. Got home from the road trip and crashed for 45 minutes and busted ass to the show." I remember that. That was nuts. Alyssa says, "My truck is filled and food is already paid for by other people. So all I have to do is make the booth fee back and I'm in the green all the way." Woohoo! Tick tick.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. That's where my mind was going. That's what I thought you meant. I just didn't know that you could drink it. I thought that it was a pill. Lisa says, "I live for danger." Listen, that was a rough day. I don't know how you did it. Come on. Okay, got it. Kenji made $500. Hey, Nick. You were dozing off in your booth. So you made money. You got a nap. And you got to go on a retreat. That's what I'm hearing. I did not watch the documentaries on them, no. Well, Angel, she drove for like 13 hours and then slept for 45 minutes and went to a market. She says it wasn't slow at all, just couldn't help it. Yeah, for good reason. Yeah, it was, oh boy. That's right. Your body forces you if you're tired enough. Good thing for Lisa. She's good with some power naps.
Mm-hmm.
Another one done. Okay. I do need to find a yarn. I feel like maybe I'll do baby sand, and maybe that can be the nose color for all of my little puppy dogs here. So I don't want to switch colors for every color combo. Lisa says, yeah, I also had Chris, so that helps. Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
Yep.
I would have been so grumpy because, like, I wouldn't have been able to sleep, but I just would have been mad at the world. Those are the days that it's like, you stub your toe on nothing, your shirt gets wet or stained, like, your phone dies, all the things that are stupid and annoying happen, and it just makes you so mad. Ooh, Lisa bought a new wagon today.
Nuts.
Yeah. $65, but needed a new one. I hope it's better than your last one.
Mm-hmm.
I bet, Lisa. Angel says, thankfully, Jace is coming. Yes. Just having another person in your booth goes a long way. Thank you, Peace. That's so nice. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Axel is currently dyeing their hair. Thank you. What color are you dyeing your hair? Is it gray? Like, not, is your hair currently gray, or are you dyeing it gray? Thank you so much. I need some peace in my life, that's for sure. Hello,
You ain't
Mike.
get that with your kids.
Uh-uh. Listen. Now that Rowan is over at Grandma's house, more peaceful. Okay, so we have all of my little mallard ducks. Come on, do the thing. Okay, look at all these chubby birdies.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. Ouch. Hey. Mm. Here it is. Put it up there. Or should I do almond? Like the new almond?
Personally, I would just do black noses.
Duh. Why didn't I think of that? That was
I
that
was
was a
so
dud at me.
confused.
I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
I'm
Your
so
brain is
sorry.
gonna make your brain's making my brain hurt right now. Like, I need
My
you
brain is
to get
my
it
brain is
together.
chaotic. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a duh at me, not a duh at you. I remember I did that once in the other Discord. I had said duh to somebody and they got super pissed off about it. It's like, I wasn't duhing you, I was duhing myself. What do you mean?
No, I was so confused because your brain's making my brain hurt.
I'm sorry. You. Just to throw it out there, anybody who's a mod who's in the chat, make sure that you're on live chat. Unless you're not modding tonight, and that's so fine. But yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I did not like that axolotl pattern. Any too funny.
No. That's all right, Lisa. Lurk away.
Mm. Oh, I am
Well,
now blocked on that person's Palm Street that they were talking about in the group chat.
ooh.
Yeah.
Did you say something?
No, I haven't even been on it.
So,
Okay, so like after her last one, I didn't watch it. But you
it's
know, this is the first one since all that happened in the summertime went down.
mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, because I was like, I'm following her. Like I never got, and like none of her stuff was popping up for a while, and then it just quit. But then like I quit getting on Palm Street, so like I didn't.
Yeah. I know. Well, and they stopped sending notifications if you haven't been on for a while, too.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what was going on. So, but yeah, I went and looked, and I was like,
Hmm. Well,
yeah.
that's just frustrating. It has been more than long enough for stuff like this to still be going on. Like, it'd be different if you had popped in and like there was a reason, your name reminded them or something, or like if you said something, or if something was popping off again, but it's just weird to block somebody out of the blue who had no part in any of it.
Well, see, that's
Uh,
my thing. Like, I'm realistically, I'm not a part of any of it.
no. And what
And,
are we like 9 months later now?
yeah, so like, I was so confused, but I was like, you know what? Good for you.
It's all
I'm gonna
right.
do you do you. I'm gonna do me. You do you. Cause
That's right.
I can't deal. Can't. Nope. Refuse to. Yeah, the black's gonna be good on all of those.
Yeah.
You're
Lisa says
welcome.
I was, huh?
You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you. Because it never even, I'm like, what color do I use? I don't even know. Duh. I'm an idiot. Lisa says I was reading the pattern. Also, hi, Cat. Hello, I'm also Cat.
Hello.
Um, yeah, Angel, it's just weird. Alyssa says I was trying to find my price tag. Sorry, girls. You're fine. You're fine. Listen, we're all doing stuff tonight. Just because you guys have mod capabilities does not mean that when you're in here, that means you're a mod all the time. You know what? Like, it's not like it's a paid position.
No, but we are apparently talking about like if I get any more involved, I will have to be that idea will have to be thrown around. Apparently.
Well, I mean, if you're scheduling my doctor's appointments, yeah, that's a secretary. That's not a friend anymore. That's a secretary.
No, that's a friend like, hey, I told you to go to the doctor. You didn't go, so now I'm making you go.
That would be you. You would be that friend. Like, I'm not taking no for an answer. You're going.
Because
Oh,
realistically, all you need is somebody's birthday and their name.
mhm.
Because does my dad make his appointments? No, my mom makes them.
Yeah. If Chris doesn't get himself into the doctor, I'm gonna schedule him an appointment. I don't think he's been to a doctor's appointment since we met. Like, I know that he gets like physicals at work or because of work. And I know that he's gone into the ER a few times because he's broke 3 different fingers at work. Um, but never the doctor. Lisa says I also make all the appointments for my whole household. I basically do them for the kids and myself if I remember to do them for myself.
Thankfully, Cody has had to live on his own for 10 plus years before we got together. So, like, I don't have to do half those things for him.
Good good deal. Right, Lisa, right. I mean, I didn't really start going to the doctor until this year, probably. Last year, this year, something like that. Well, I don't think about it, and time just goes by so fast.
See, that's why my mom taught me that she scheduled my first appointment when I was 18. And then she was like, every time you go to the doctor, they're going to ask you, do you want to go ahead and schedule next year's appointment? You say yes. You let them pick the date. Or, like, if you're a teacher, which I am, she's like, you go when your break is. You plan it during that week when you're off of whatever time of year. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So
I've started doing that, but some of the doctor's offices around here until the last couple years, you couldn't schedule an appointment a year in advance. So you couldn't schedule next year's. And then by the time next year comes around, it's not like they have you set up on a reminder or something of, hey, it's time to schedule your next appointment. So I'm not being reminded. So therefore, I have no idea.
that's because of where you live. Where I live, we have been able to do that.
Yeah. But I also was the type that I didn't go to the doctor unless something was wrong. And I mean, when you grow up in a military family and your um mom, well, my mom went through EMT training and was a firefighter, and I've worked since high school in healthcare, everything seems minuscule. Everything's manageable. Nothing's really wrong. But, now I'm at a point where it's like, okay, just because it's not the end of the world for me doesn't mean that there's not something wrong. It just means that I'm managing it as best as I can. But I shouldn't have to if most people are not also dealing with these problems. I could go to the doctor and try to find a solution and not just deal with it. So that's where we're at right now.
Well, also you gotta realize my mom worked in healthcare insurance, so we were required to get yearly physicals.
Yes.
So, my
Mhm.
mom working for Blue Cross, she did that. So, like, that was a habit she started when I was really, really young. So, like, it's just a habit I do now.
Mhm. Well, I know like in school, if you're a minor, you still like you have to get yearly doctor's appointments. You have to get your well child visits. That's on a federal level. Um but who wants to go to the doctor just because, you know? So it just never really crossed my mind. It's like, there's nothing really wrong. I don't really need to go. So, okay.
And that federal thing, that's new because that it has not always been federal.
Mm,
Because or at least not down here because we like that's not something the kids say. Is like they have to go to the doctor because the school mandates it because it's a federal law. Like I've
mhm.
never heard of that. Um, it's just required for most health insurance policies that you have to go to the doctor. You have to do a wellness check. You have to get your blood drawn. You gotta get your urine checked. You gotta do all the things.
This dog's got something wrong with it.
Yeah.
I put the eye in the wrong place.
Yep.
Alyssa's doing her mom's inventory.
Nice. But
Okay.
yeah. So like now being pregnant and nice. You got all six done.
Yes.
Um, I've been telling my coworkers, and some of them were like, "Oh, well, I just suffer. I guess you're just more honest with your doctor." I said, "Well, when you have to go through what I did to get pregnant,
Yeah.
so you tend to be a little bit more honest with your doctor."
Angel
And
says you need black and color ink has run out puppies. That's funny.
you
Sorry.
just love cutting me off.
I'm sorry.
You do it all the time.
I know. And then I get mad when Archer does it. Uh,
Or Chris or Rowan.
well, that was just today. I mean, I do get mad when the kids do it a lot. Chris doesn't do it all that often. Today, I wasn't mad that Chris did it. It was just like they all just keep talking to me. Like, quit talking to me.
But yeah, so she was like, I just don't remember telling my doctor everything that was wrong with me. And I'm like, well, some people are in the option to where bed rest bothers them when you get threatened
Hmm.
with it. And she's like, yeah, I've realized this week when you've talked about it, you're not really bothered by it. I said, if I get put on bed rest, I get put on bed rest. I mean, I can't. If I get mad, am I gonna solve anything? No.
Mm-mm.
Could I aggravate the baby by getting angry and let my emotions get the best of me? Yes. And could he come back to haunt me for doing that? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I could either be negative about everything that's happening and just be mad at the world because of that, or I could find out ways not to end up on bed rest. And so that's what I've done. And they're like, how are you so positive with all that? I said, you learn when you deal with children all your life. You have to be positive because they are not very positive.
Lisa says, no, literally, Alyssa heard me getting after the kids about it earlier. LOL, had her cracking up. Today, I felt like I was ready to scream. I didn't take my afternoon meds until 4:30, roughly, I think. Because that's when Haley called me, and I think that I went
Mm-hmm.
upstairs and took them while I was on the phone with you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and whether it's because I took them late or because they just weren't working super well anyways, and granted, today was an off day for me. Oh, interesting. Um, yes, I do have some yarn missing. Um, but so if anybody saw like my social media stories, I had to start today off by going to the lady doctor. And anybody who knows me, especially personally, knows that I have some trauma from my childhood, which I don't typically like. I don't have triggers anymore so much, but I did suffer really badly from PTSD as I was a kid. And like growing up through teenage years and stuff like that, and into my early 20s. Now I have it pretty well managed, but essentially being required to be fondled everywhere by a stranger, uh, it definitely messes with my triggering. Um, so although I was okay and I was in control, it definitely had my anxiety really high. And so I was very agitated, like on the verge of that. So I think that that might have been why my medicine. Ooh, what is going on with these people? Hello, Friday night, I guess. Um, and so after I did that, I went to the coffee shop again, even though I was there yesterday to treat myself and to sit down and just watch a YouTube video and finish, like sew things shut, stuff things, whatever. And then I had to go to Dollar General, and then I had to go to my mother-in-law's to check on her, but also to take her some ant traps. Apparently there are ants now that it's getting warm. I had to check on the house because yesterday there was a really bad storm that rolled through here, and I never posted it in Discord or anything, but we had a tornado warning. Haley called me in the middle of it. We were in the basement, which is terrible. Our basement leaks, so it is wet. It is a dirt floor. There are no lights. We never go down there. So because we never go down there, the stairwell down to the basement is just a freaking tunnel of spider webs. And I didn't have anything except for the flashlight to get rid of it all. So it was terrible. Um Now, and it was actually a tornado warning. You couldn't see anything because the rain was so hard and so like thick. And right, you got to do what you got to do. And uh the kids are asking a million questions. They don't know what the heck is going on. They're scared. I have to come upstairs to like tell my husband like, "Hey, there's a tornado warning. You need to get up. and we need to go down to the basement. And it's like, I haven't gotten anything. I said, it's on my phone right now. Like, so well, how bad is it outside? Like, I didn't go outside to ask. Like, let's go. Um, Man, I swear. Now, if I didn't have the kids, I probably also would have went outside, and, looked at the sky, see if you see anything. But either way, so I had to go over to the house because the house next door, roof damage from the wind. It peeled up some of their shingles on the back of the roof. So I had to go over to check that as well. And thankfully our house has no damage to it that wasn't already there. Um, and she was fine and everything, but got her all set up, then had to come home to get the kids off the bus. And from the moment that they got into my car, there wasn't a moment of silence. I was having to get on them about something every other minute, every 2 minutes, forever. It was so frustrating. And I was so overwhelmed and just at the end of my rope. So it was terrible. So I ended up ultimately, I made both of the kids lay down to try to take a nap because they needed to turn off and restart or something. Because holy crap, I needed it. Like I was so drained at that point. And I did change my picture, Kylie. What do we think? Do we like it? I don't know. I like it. It's cute. But I've had my logo forever. Um, but once we all kind of got up from our rest nap thing, I took Rowan over to grandma's house right about 8 o'clock to have a sleepover over there because I can't take him over at 6 in the morning. Grandma's not awake then, but she's going to watch him while I go to my market tomorrow. Archer's going to stay here with dad until he goes to work, and then he will take Archer over to grandma's as well. And that's to keep them separated for as long as we can. Thank you, Eva. Thank you. I was playing around, don't hate me, in ChatGPT. I guess that was after that I was doing that. Before that, I was playing around in Canva. And I was able, like, I took a picture that, a photographer had taken of me at a night market last summer. And I put that picture into Canva and then was able to push the button to cartoonify it with the style. And there were all kinds of different options. And that's the one that I liked the best. So it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kylie, I'm so sorry. No, I changed my picture. Hello, Mr. Marvin. Meow. You too. But yeah, so that's been my day. My day has been nuts. I finally feel better. Thankfully. But yeah. Kylie's crocheting whips. Let's see. Scrolling back up to try to find. Please. Yes. Backtracking, Lisa, I am trying to go through some of these cakes up here of variegated yarn that I just don't use them often. So like I'm trying to pick some bigger things to just get it out of here. Then I don't have to restock it and I can have that space for other yarn. But my goal is I want to bring my basic chenille up here as well. And I want to integrate them into these cubes. I would organize them by Probably by color because they are so similar to Bernat. Like, I would just put the yellow basic chenille in with the yellow Bernat or yellow cubes. They're Bernat. But so I got to figure something out with that. I need to take, I think, a tote or two, and I have a variety of like chunky yarn and acrylic yarn on the very bottom row you can't see back here. And I want to take all of that out and just put it in a tote because I don't hardly ever use it. And then that'll leave me more space to use these. Um, but yeah, so that's what we're doing. So there was that. Uh, this Toby, Tabirum, I don't know how you say that. Says child at 5 go out on first rate on German village. That's crazy. I don't listen. Rowan would do that. He would raid a village, but I don't want him to. Lisa says, I felt like my head was going to explode because Mason and Nora just kept talking to me. Like, leave me be so I can clean. Yeah, and as soon as I think I was telling Haley earlier, as soon as I would push play on a video, as soon as I would start recording, as soon as I answer the phone, as soon as I start talking, the second that I start doing anything, they're literally blah, 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 just all the noise. And like, can you not? Can you just stop? But Lisa had to refresh. Yeah, YouTube's weird like that. Lisa says they haven't gotten any alerts on her phone this year at all for all of the tornado warnings. And they've had like 16 in Michigan so far. That's crazy.
Yep.
Do you have the alerts turned on your phone? Because sometimes they can get turned off. Kylie, it also depends on when you were looking, because we didn't end up getting on here until just after 9 o'clock my time. Alyssa says Mama has $700 in inventory for tomorrow and she already sold 2 blankets. Nice. Good job, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie is working on a sunflower pillow. That sounds
Nice.
wonderful. Yeah.
All right.
Kylie,
I've lost something.
the what?
I've lost my needle.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Not a good thing to lose.
Especially when you really can't move and see things.
Oh, I feel that. Kylie, I do remember you mentioning that on the last live. I'm glad that they were able to get it changed and taken care of. So everything is back to normal, hunky-dory. I hope. I know. I needed a talk break, Lisa. Okay. How about mushy boys can be after stingrays? They need eyes. And the work. Where's the other one?
This is going to drive me crazy. Now, where did it go?
Okay. And after that, we can do. Wait.
Well, I just won't sew this shut. I'll sew it shut later. So I made the skull keychain. But I did it
Okay,
in purple.
that's cute.
So I'll add the keychain in so it closes. But yeah.
Nice.
So it's two small things made with the Parfait Chunky. So
Good job.
I've not used the full skein yet, but the night is still young.
Well, I guess you better just pick a skein and work your way through it.
Well, it's just not great yarn, and so I'm just like
Yeah.
not really excited to work with it. So I just want to put a dent in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I can just put a dent into it, that will make all the difference.
Lisa says Parfait Chunky takes a while to go through.
Oh, well, I have not ordered Parfait Chunky, and I don't know when. This is stuff I've had, like, I don't know when. To be honest, I can't even remember the last time I placed an order for this stuff. So, but no, I
Uh,
use Parfait Chunky for the small things. So, what?
I was gonna say, Kylie, I'm sorry to hear that it hurt.
Yes.
She was having issues with her G tube the other day. It was
I know.
starting to come.
I was on.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I went on with you. Well, was that Sunday? It was either Sunday or Wednesday, but I do remember her talking about
I
it.
feel. Yeah, I feel like it was Wednesday, but I wasn't sure if you were still there.
Yeah. She's mentioned it a few times. Because I remember we were on live and she mentioned something about her G tube. So.
See, and I must have missed it because I don't remember her having one until this week. I'm like, this is news to me. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just don't remember. Lisa says she uses the Parfait Chunky a lot, and a lot of her keychains are Parfait Chunky.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, I was messing around in my Samsung Health app yesterday. One of those productive things that I was doing that wasn't super productive for what I needed to be doing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to set up all of my medications officially in that and set it up to have like in a pill box style reminder. So it'll remind me at like 7:15 every morning to take my medicine, and then it'll remind me at like 2:15 in the afternoon to take my medicine. And that's just so that way it's there when I wake up or when I'm awake, when I'm close to my meds. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so hopefully that will help. And the pill box is helping me remember, like, okay, I can see by looking at it that I have taken my Thursday PM meds, so I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's helpful. Thank you for all the hearts in the chat, guys. I love how this jellyfish's eyes are just so big.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Lisa. That Wednesday doll is big. I think I charged 75 for her at the fair last year.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't sound fun.
It was probably the needle I done kicked. I found it.
We found it. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, Lisa, she sold for 75. DJ says, "How's the weather been over yonder?" Very rainy, lots of storms. Tornado warning yesterday. Whole thing. Good night, Eva.
Good night.
Thank you. I hope it's a good day tomorrow too, because I have no idea. DJ says it was freezing with snow here today. Gross. It was beautiful today. And warm. I think it was like almost 80 degrees. That's what we want, Lisa. Speak this into existence, right? It is going to be a good day. You are gonna make it a good day.
Alright, Shirley, I think I'm gonna leave you here because my back is starting to bother me.
That's fair.
And I just can't seem to get comfortable.
Yes. Oh, well, before you leave, I wanted to correct myself. I was wrong. I thought well child visits were mandated by federal law. It says the AI on Google says that it is not. However, they are often practically required by state regulations for activities such as school enrollment, daycare attendance, or sports participation to ensure children are up to date on vaccines and physical checkups. See, I always thought that they were mandated simply because, like, if you miss a well child visit up here, you get a letter in the mail that says, "Hey, your kid missed a well child visit. If you don't get them in, we're calling CYS."
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to correct myself on that. And what was the other thing that I was just doing? Uh, oh, that's it. That's all that I was going to say for you.
Okay. But yes, good night, everybody. And I hope your market goes well. I will be texting you. Mom's coming over. We're going to look at stuff at Hobby Lobby
Oh,
for the baby shower. And then we're also looking at stuff at Walmart and all that for my brother to buy gifts. Because what he had picked out, someone else had already bought. I'm like, well, no offense, you are kind of buying late for big things. And
right?
he's like, I thought I had plenty of time, but you're not even having it for. I said, yes, but do you realize how far along I am? Well, no, I guess I didn't realize that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I love
Mm-hmm.
you, but you need to
Early,
think a little bit more.
early bird gets the worm.
Yep. But yes, good night, everybody.
Good night, Haley. I want to stay on for a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer, but a little bit. I was saying before that we got up to 74 degrees today. Tomorrow here, it's supposed to get up to 78. However, I will be at the South Park Mall near Cleveland, Ohio tomorrow. I think it's Strongsville, something like that. Is my retouch? What the heck? You guys have been sitting here letting me look like that. I was like, why do I see all these pores? Mm, mm, mm. Maybe Lisa. I want to give it 30 more minutes just at that 2 hour mark. Listen, I like the retouch, okay? It looks better. No, no. Okay, we can exit out of this. Click update the live. Okay. Natural beauty. Uh, where are we? Lisa, thank you for taking care of that because I didn't know what exactly he meant. I feel ya. I feel ya, Alyssa. I think we got to be up at about the same time. And I agree. DJ, you can keep the snow there. I don't want it anymore. You're gonna have to inform me what that means because I don't know what that means. Back to work. Yes, back to work. Yeah, I want to hit that 2 hour mark, so we got about 30 minutes to go. Um, well, I am sure that it's converted, but I don't know what that thing specifically means. We know how they think. It's always something terrible, isn't it? Trying to think. I'm pretty sure for the most part. Mhm. Ew. Thank you, Lisa. But ew. Gross. All right. Jellyfish or stuffed? Oh, I was saying, I'm pretty sure for the most part I have a things packed. Well, kind of. I guess I need to do a bag. I'm gonna be staying out that direction. That's a later me problem. Alyssa says a whole bag of big things were not tagged after the live last Friday. If they weren't tagged, does that mean that you um don't have them listed in your inventory? Or you do and they're just not tagged? Um, Kylie, I don't know if either of us are gonna be going live on Sunday. Um, I know Haley has not been going live on her channel recently. The baby's just draining all the energy. But yes, I have well, no, I don't have yarn pack. Need to do that. But I'm taking my bag of whips and bag of polyfill, my eyes, all that stuff. I do need to add some yarn for some specific projects to work on while I'm there. Okay, they're on the spreadsheet, just not tagged as I lost my price tags till they came in the mail yesterday. Oh, goodness. Alyssa, are you going to sleep tonight? Or are they just going to go not tag? And realistically, if they're big things, you could just wait to tag them till tomorrow while you're at the event. Like, Mhm. Big things are less likely to sell quick, anyways, right? Really, or Stingray. Um, yeah, I need to get my backpack uh, out of my suitcase because that's where I stored it and pack it with sleep stuff, pack it with Sunday clothes, um, toothbrush, deodorant, all that fun stuff. But I think all my market stuff is in there. This is a smaller event, so I'm not going to take anyone else's inventory with me because I don't have a clue how it's going to go. You'll go to bed in an hour or two. There. Same, hopefully. Celsius for the win in the morning. Um, But uh, I think my market stuff is back. I need to remember to take my fanny pack, which is on the floor right here. My table is already in the van because I never took it out. Because with it being a smaller event, even if I have a 10 by 10 space, I'm not going to set up the whole freaking thing. And I don't really need my canopy anymore to do the grids. So, oh, listen, if you're going to come in here and leave gross comments in the chat, can you at least send the super chat while you do it? I might even allow you to like leave it there if you're sending money with it. You're gross. Angel's going to bed in 45 minutes. Lisa, I thought 8mm eyes were going to work for Wednesday, but looks like I'm doing 24 or 18. I think I said 8. Yeah, I think that they are. I think she does need the bigger ones. That's all right, Lisa. No worries. Honestly, I was right on it. So like I saw it pop up and I went right for it. But oh, I don't think I finished my thought. Because I am going to be at an event out of town this weekend, Kylie, I don't think that I'm going to get back home until like 9 o'clock. So I don't think that we really can go live on Sunday. Um, I don't know exactly what time I'll be home. So I could say we'll do the live at 9 instead, but that doesn't mean that I'll actually be here. So we kind of were doing this as like a makeup live. Um, Now we could probably go live on Monday night. I don't know if Haley would want to go live on Monday night. I'll have to ask her. But this is kind of the makeup live for Sunday. Oh, what is this? Ugh. Ow, heartburn. 24 is too big. Do you have 20s? I don't know what size I use. Sadly, no. Could you embroider the eyes? Look at that. Just gonna have to embroider them. On the same page, dude, on the same page. But just a little reminder to anybody who's watching, don't forget to like the live, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you're working on. What are your big plans for the weekend? That's right. You are the queen of embroidering eyes lately. I will, but I don't usually want to. More depends on what I'm making. Like typically when I do my little elephants, I'll embroider eyes on one of them. Just so that way I have a baby safe option because elephants are a nursery item, right? Um, And, like, if I do snugglers, I'll embroider them. I just don't like to. Angel says I suck at embroidering eyes. It just takes a little more practice, you know? The more you do it, the better it looks. Uh, Alyssa says, "Market Saturday and sleep like the dead on Sunday." Angel says, "Yes." Lisa says, "I tend to do it on the cheaper stuff or stuff I don't have colored eyes for." That's fair. See, I don't wanna put the extra time. But at the same time, I mean, I my prices are higher. So, like, because I don't like to just do, like, a little black spot for eyes. I don't like it. Last stingray. So the chef Kylie is crocheting a sunflower pillow. Ah, ooh, I just almost dropped my hook. Not my hook, my needle. So I think that I want to take yarn to make Ninja Turtles tomorrow. It's remember who it's by, but he I haven't in a little while, thankfully, Angel. Um, I'm pretty sure that somebody translated the pattern from a foreign language into English and then started selling the pattern online. Because I think that I paid a couple bucks for like the English version of it. I can only hope that it's the designer who's selling it, but I don't actually know. I just wanted the pattern at the end of the day. Um, so I have these cute little Ninja Turtles that I want to make more of. And I'm thinking maybe if I just take yarn to make those, I can make all four of them and then start on another color. And I'm pretty sure that it was Donnie and Mikey. Yes? No. No. Donnie and Leo. Blue and purple Ninja Turtles. I think it's Donnie and Leo. I'm pretty sure those are the colors that go faster. So I would probably do two of those ones to start with. One stingray, all done. But at the same time, I need to start making plants or planty things. So maybe I need to just pack up like my greens and some pot colors and some dirt colors and just make all the plants. Because not this coming, like not tomorrow Saturday, not the next Saturday, but the Saturday after that is my garden mart event that I have to have fake plants at in order to sell. Just pack all the stuff. That's the thing though, is then I end up in choice paralysis because I have all the options and I don't know which one to pick. Like, I know that I will pack the yarn needed to finish my other bag of whips. So I have tiny chickens in there. That's okay. Um, you force yourself to make stuff a lot, right? You know how to English slightly. That's funny. Angel, what are you trying to say? I can't overdoor. You can't overdo it. Who's doer? Careful with that. Careful with what? Kylie says I make turtles and then I sell out of all of them in the same week. Listen, that's a good thing. That also probably means you need to raise your prices, but that's besides the point. Angel says if I can't get my stuff sold before leaving, I'm in a pickle. Hmm. You could, there are some groups on Facebook that are wholesale groups. Whatever inventory that you have left at your last event, you could either heavily discount it at your last event, or you could post on their, like, on a wholesale site and say, like, okay, this is the remaining inventory that I have. I am going to be moving and I need to offload it. Is there anybody who would like to buy this at wholesale prices in bulk? Tell them how much the total value of it is at your prices, and then essentially, like, make an offer. And there are people from all over the country in those groups. Yes, Lisa, thank you. I needed that. Um, yes. Also, Rigo, I don't know if that's your name. Careful with that. Careful with what? Granted, I may have already said that, but still. Oh, I was in the process of saying that in my other whip bag, now this is like my overflow whips. Um, I have tiny chickens that I need to finish and they need crocheting on them. They need their combs. I have some Martha chickens that are in there that also need their combs. I have, I think there's something in there that I think needs ears or something. So I'll take all the yarn to finish those, and because I can't be away for a weekend and just spend the entire time sewing. Who wants to do that? But Kylie says, so I feel like I'm always crocheting turtles. As long as they're all different, you know? I mean, I guess they don't have to be all different. What I was trying to say is, um, I'm like, my brain is so frazzled right now, I feel like. If you make turtles, but make them in, like, make a bunch of different turtle patterns or a bunch of different styled turtles, maybe that will help shake things up. And I was reached out to last night about an opportunity to start stocking a reptile store with my product. They're a new store that opened up about an hour away, and they're the ones that host the reptile expo that I go to. Well, the main one. And so he reached out asking if I would be willing to do like consignment, um, and have spiders and snakes in there. And I had asked, do you only want spiders and snakes, or are you open to other reptile things as well? Um, so, and he's open to all the things. So that's super cool. I can pretty much make whatever I want and put it in there. Um, the other store that I have stuff in, we have a consignment deal of $10 per month rent, and it started as 10%. No, Kylie. Those turtles, I don't, yeah, if your turtles are realistically much bigger than, like, if they're this size, I sell these for 15. I'm not saying you need to sell yours for 15, but my tiny turtles, I sell them for $10. You should at least be at 5. A lot of people are at 6 or 8 for them, just for the tiny ones. Uh, yeah, no lower than 5. No crochet item should ever be lower than $5. The time it takes to make them makes that crazy talk. Um, but so I can make basically whatever I want, and my commission, and he agreed to it. It matches the other one, so it's $10 per month rent and 10% commission on each sale. So depending on how much money I earn from sales depends or makes a difference as to how much I pay um for having it there. Kylie says no, they're not that size. Well, how big are they? I know I have some in this bag, but like, are they this size? Because even these I sell for $10. But I'm gonna make some turtles, and I'm gonna do some frogs and some snakes, some spiders. We're gonna start implementing colorful spiders to see if that is something people are into here, because I've never done them in colors other than like natural color spiders. Yes, some baby gators. I have a couple that are kind of small that I might make a couple of those, because that's just not something you're going to see at a lot of crochet tables. I also have patterns for a bearded gecko. No, a bearded dragon, I mean. And a chameleon. They're bigger, but that would be the place that they would sell. Angel says, "What do you charge for keychains?" $10 to $15, depending on what they are. Oh, bye, Kylie. I'm sorry if we offended you. We're not trying to. We're just trying to help you get what you're worth. I'm sure that your mom means well, but if she doesn't crochet and she doesn't sell her stuff, then she doesn't really know the best advice to give, you know? Angel says hers are Poggy's place. Are they the critterlings? If they're the critterlings, I charge $10 for most of those just by themselves. So if I were to make them a keychain, then I would have them for $12. But if you're making them with smaller yarn than Bernat, uh, or Basic Chenille or Sweet Snuggles Light, then they would probably be smaller, and so then I would drop them to 10. Alyssa says, I just bagged everything and all by the door. Gonna work on a few peacocks before sleep. My mind is bad. Okay, Jody Fish. I need to find a better way to do these turtles or these jellyfish. The tentacles, like this is the All from Jade pattern, and the tentacles are worked in the front loop only of this round, and you cinch closed the back loop only on the inside, but it's freaking hard to get to. Hard to make sure you're in the right place. Thank goodness for a bent tip needle. Come on. Okay, I guess. So is anybody interested in a setup live tomorrow morning? Yes, no, maybe. Maybe not. It would be like probably 8:30 in the morning my time. Oh, apparently YouTube did the restart thing when I wasn't looking. Lisa says maybe I don't know what we will be doing. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, me either. I'm just hoping that it's an easy load in tomorrow because we're loading into a mall and like there are two loading docks that you can unload into, and then you got to move your car. I mean, I have a wagon, which does help a lot. I just hope that it's somewhere close by. Alyssa, it'll probably be somewhere around 8:30 my time. Oh man. If anybody's watching and wants to help me meet my goal for the evening, I need 3 more super chats in the next 2 minutes. And if not, no big deal. Alyssa says, okay, I will be on the road still at that time and then set up as half an hour after that, so I would sadly have to miss. Boo. Angel just shared the Lily Frog keychain pattern on Discord. I will check this out. See. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so they're not her critterlings, they're slightly bigger. I'm pretty sure that's the size that I typically charge 15 for. All of the yarn shedding. Get in there. Sounds good. All right. How about you, Angel? Are you almost done tagging and pricing things? Or are you not tagging them? I don't tag mine, but that's irrelevant. Crimping them O-rings are a pain. Yeah. Do you have like the jewelry making tools? Like the pliers? Because those definitely help if you don't. Needle nose pliers? Okay. Yes, those they make a big difference. Honestly, I need to put some keychains on things. I have a bag. I should just take it with me. All right, guys, this is going to be the last thing I sew shut on live here. And then if anyone wants to hop in the cafe for a little bit, we can, or we can call it a night, reconvene at whatever time tomorrow. I know my event tomorrow is done at 8, and I will be finding a hotel room and something to eat for the night. So probably by 9 o'clock, I should be able to hop in the Discord if anybody wants to, unless I get back to my room and I just freaking die. But then on Sunday, we don't start back up until noon. Lisa's down for cafe time. All right. I gotta put my watch on the charger because it has died. Oh no, crap. I ensnared my one tentacle. I need to go check on the child. Probably tell him that, it's time to go to sleep. Um, I need to probably find a snack. I have eaten today at least. Um, not like a ton, not recently, but I did have what did I have? An avocado BLT for breakfast. And then for sort of lunch snack, I had a fruit bar, like a Nutri-Grain bar. And for dinner, I had a banana peanut butter smoothie. So that was yummy. It's so good. But now my stomach's starting to get a little growly, so I'm ready for something a little more substantial. Okay. I know. So, Lisa, they have pre-made bags in the freezer section at Walmart. Literally, it is a bag of frozen bananas and frozen peanut butter balls, and there's gotta be 8 to 10, like, servings of smoothie, in the bag. Literally 1 scoop, like, 1 cup scoop of the frozen stuff in a little blender, and then an equal 1 cup scoop of milk, and you just blend it, and it's perfect. Yes. Yeah, the peanut butter has the protein. You don't have a blender? I got one of the little, like, personal blenders. It was 16 or $18 at Walmart. So now we have a little jellyfish. It's so squishy. They're so cute. So cute. So, little jellyfish. Oh, wait. Um, are done. Yay. And uh, okay. I really need to transfer these things into a bigger bag because this bag is not big enough. Um, or I have more room on my desk, so I can empty the bag that they were all. All right, so I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop in the Discord. So if anybody's a late night person and wants people to hang out with, crochet, craft, otherwise, join the Patreon, join the Discord. You get free patterns every once in a while. You have good company. We keep each other on point uh, for market prep. Do some body doubling. Good time. Good time. But all right. I'm gonna go live tomorrow morning. So if you're watching the replay sometime this evening, catch me in the morning. If you are watching now, um, meet me in the Discord in the cafe, yada yada, meet me tomorrow morning. I may or may not go live on Sunday. I don't know if I will go in the morning or not. And I don't know what time I'm getting back. So probably not once I get back. We may discuss going live Monday night. So check in on Monday if you want to hang out for a little bit. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Oh, and I have a video posting tomorrow. It should be a market day video. So check that out. It'll post at noon Eastern time. So good night, guys.